Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm your host Shah Rukh Khan, and I want to welcome my two friends. I really like these two guys from South London, Raj and Mikil. Naam to suna hi hoga.
What do you think, bro? I've been practicing, innit? I've been practicing my
I
Shah
can
Rukh.
tell. In the shower.
You know what, yeah?
Certain notes that you said sound like him, bro.
Only certain, innit? I haven't mastered it. Do you know what, bro? Randomly, the other day... Anyway, actually, let's just do a proper intro. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
I'm Mick.
The other day, I was trying to calm down the baby. And I don't know why, what possessed me, but the bhoot of Shah Rukh got into my soul. And then I just started speaking to her in that accent. And she lost her shit. She was just creasing up and laughing.
You're laughing, yeah?
She's just laughing. Yeah. She was just, I think it's because it's so unusual for that voice to come out of this body. She's used to how I normally talk to her. So she was losing it. So, and ever since then, I've been trying to refine it a little bit, day by day. And I thought, I'll announce it on this grand stage. And then people will be like, don't give up your day job.
That's your dad trick, yeah?
That is, yeah. I can only do him. And then I tried to do Amitabh Bachchan, but then it was like, it's too difficult. I started to revert into Shah Rukh. Then that made me think that Shah Rukh Khan talks like Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah, he does.
He tries to. I think he tries to talk like Amitabh Bachchan, but Amitabh Bachchan actually has a bit more of a. Amitabh has a bit more of an English accent, and Shah Rukh Khan's accent is a bit more English, Indian. So yeah, I won't upset our listeners with my Amitabh impression. Let's not do that. But yeah, man, what's up? How's it going?
All good, man. What's going on with you, bro? All good?
Yeah, bro. It's time is imminent. The time before I'm out of paternity leave is coming up. So looking forward to it, man. I'm going to be going out to my cousin's wedding, and I'm going to be in the US for a couple of weeks. Well, more than that. So we're going to try and do that transatlantic recording, man.
Yeah, that's the one. We've done it already.
We have done it. We have done it.
We have, right?
Yeah.
So, it's a norm, isn't it, now? That's the norm.
It's crazy that we haven't actually... We've only done one episode in the same room.
The first episode.
That's crazy.
That's mad. That is mad. Me and Sittle were done one episode in the same room as well at my house. I remember once.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I don't even know if the listeners know that, but we don't sit down in the same room. We haven't done that since episode 1. And we've almost been doing this for a year. Almost a year, bruv.
Is it? I thought it's been over a year now, no?
No, it's gonna, because it's 46 episodes, so 52 is the magic. Varas, bruv.
Oh my god, 52.
52, man. Crazy.
That is mad, isn't it? That is mad.
Yep. Actually, on that note, we did a guest appearance on a fellow podcast the other day. Middle Fingers Up. Shout out to Middle Fingers Up, Kieran.
The clap, innit?
The clap.
Kieran knows about the clap.
She knows about the clap and the applause. That
was good, man. I really enjoyed that one.
I enjoyed it as well. I think it was good. So it was they were celebrating. So Middle Fingers Up is celebrating a milestone as well. It was 1 year, right? That's what they were celebrating.
75th, no?
75th episode. So they asked us to feature, and we had a little segment on it, which was good. I learned some new things about my best friend, which I'd never heard before. And that is actually what I want to start with, bro. Because I want to start with that. But then I also want to talk about me completely fucking up my words, bro. Yeah. Basically, so the segment was, they asked us your top five Punjabi songs, and then they asked Mick top 5 movies, right? Indian or English.
Yeah.
And then before that, at the end of all of that, they said, this is your opportunity to plug your podcast. Now, this is what I want to say. And this is a little bit of a struggle to even just get into it.
Yeah.
You could be the most put together, confident, on your feet kind of person. But for some reason, it could all go out the window on like a random occasion, and you have no control over it whatsoever. Bro, we do this podcast like every single week. We've been doing it without fail, okay? Sitting behind a mic and just talking into it. For some reason, when I was asked to plug Bruvcast, I don't know whether it was nerves or what was going on, but I minced my words.
Did you? I didn't even notice. I did not even notice.
Oh, bruv.
I did not notice.
Yes, you did. What are you trying it for? Bro.
Did I?
Yeah, because as soon as the call finished, sometimes when me and Mick have a conversation or we're doing something, we have a call afterwards to debrief the conversation that we had. And in the debrief, you said to me, bro, why did you say that word? So I was basically saying, Bruvcast is a podcast where we talk about mental health. Tagline is share the struggle, find the funny. And we try and look at mental health with I was meant to say comedic lens.
Oh, yeah.
What I said was comedic. Bruv, I said comedic. And you know what? I didn't even correct myself.
Yeah.
I just let that out. That's the way to say that word now. That's the way from now on I'm going to say that word.
They probably thought that's how Brits say it. So I was like, you know what? It's cool.
Bruv, and then I was like, and then I thought, maybe no one noticed. And that's the first thing that you said when you called me. You're like, bruv, why did you say comedic? So, yeah, if anyone wants to hear me completely mess up my words, that episode should be coming out soon, right? I think it's in a couple of weeks, middle fingers up. So, be sure to check it out.
I think, you know what, you were kind of put on the spot. Well, we were, but I knew if I'd just stayed silent, you'd pick it up because that's your spiel. Because I would have been like, yeah, you can find this pod on ZTV, bro. Yeah. You know what? Someone came over for dinner the other day, actually, and they asked me, what platforms are you on? And I was just like, look, man, we're on Spotify. Yeah? That's the only platform. No. Is
that what you said?
No. I said Apple Music and Amazon Music as well.
Okay, you got the Holy
YouTube.
Trinity. Exactly.
But at the same time, I'd think about it because, for me, it is, like Spotify. But actually, you know what? I digress. Yeah, I don't want to just divert away from this, from what you're talking about. But do you remember when we started this pod and I was like, I've been a bit lax about promoting it, word of mouth. Even like I don't tell many people that I'm doing it.
Which is the complete opposite because I told my dad's dada that this was happening, and I just tell everyone I see, bro. I literally went to my cousin had the ceremony this weekend, and there was his brother-in-law's brother-in-law was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, check out the podcast. Shout out Bhavin if you're listening. So yeah, I'm promoting everyone, but yeah, you haven't been. Why, man? What's the deal?
I don't know. It's just not like me, innit? To just
self-promote, brag.
No, well, check this. I also told you, you know what? It'd be nice when you see someone that and they're like, oh, have you seen his podcast? Yeah.
Oh, you're waiting for that.
It didn't transpire like that, but we had my daughter's school parents, the friend's friend's parents over basically for dinner on Friday night, and Nishma pretty much just said, "Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know, but Mick does a podcast. I don't know where it came from."
Nish is promoting the podcast.
She mentioned it, and then they were like, "Oh, what's it called?" And I was like, "Oh, it's called Bruvcast." Yeah.
Why did you just say it quietly? It's called brother.
Yeah, and then the wife was like, "Oh, I follow you guys, I think."
Are you serious?
And then she went on Instagram, and then she goes, "Is this you?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, apparently, so her cousin, her nephew, follows us.
Oh,
I forgot his name. So, and then he obviously got her to follow as well. And she goes, "Oh, I had no idea." I was like, you know what? It wasn't a made it moment, yeah, because it wasn't. But it was nice to, something it didn't pan out how I'd want it to, obviously, because Nish mentioned it, obviously, right? But it was kind of similar. It's like, oh, okay, cool. It's, what you manifest can come to light in very small doses.
There you go, bro.
So there you go, man. But anyway, yeah, man, back to comedic.
Comedic. Of all things, I could have mispronounced Why did I use that word as the one that will just be like comedic? Why did I say comedic?
I think you just put on the spot. That's what it was. You still, everything came out. Everything was in order. You know.
It is, but now the Canadian listeners are going to think you British people say comedic. You don't say comedic.
What's comedic?
At least so. But yeah, that was
Yeah, it was good, man. Good experience. It was nice to meet Kieran's fam.
Yeah. We also were asked top 5 movies.
Yeah.
And Mick,
You're gonna ask me to recite those top 5.
I'm only interested in one, to be honest, bro.
Oh, fair
But
play.
I basically wrote down what I thought your movies were going to be. I only got one right
Yeah.
out of those 5, and I thought I'd get at least one of the Bollywood ones. But I didn't. No, sorry, I did. I got Hungama.
Yeah, you got Hungama.
I didn't get any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But I didn't see.
I mean, to be fair, we don't really talk about English Hollywood movies that often. We don't even talk about movies. We never talk about movies.
That's true. We don't talk about movies.
We talk about Bollywood movies more than we talk about Hollywood ones.
Yeah, that is true.
No?
But I would have thought over the years,
yeah,
we would have had conversations of like, oh yeah, that movie's amazing. I really like that movie. Of 20 years of knowing someone, you would pick up on the kinds of movies that this person likes. So then when you said Bazigar, I was like, huh? I'm so curious, bro. I'm so curious. I thought you were gonna say DDOJ.
Nah. Do you know what? That movie had everything, bro. It had the guy who seeks revenge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It had the guy who's driving a race car. I think it was more the race car. And then have you seen that scene where he takes his helmet off when his entry comes in?
Yeah,
when he's in that race car and he takes his helmet off and he's like
shaking his head, shaking
his head with a sweat and shit. I was like, this guy's cool, man. I want to be like him.
Are you doing that when you came out the shower?
No, my hair wasn't long enough, innit? I had short back and sides.
Your dad come around the
I'm swaying my hair like Shahrukh. Yeah, man. It was that was it, man. It was a very you were at an impressionable age. Exactly. That's what it was. I mean, when you're at that age, I don't know how much must I have been 7, 8 years old. Who doesn't like, he's driving a race car, bro.
Yeah,
it's a Formula 1 race car, Indian version.
But is that in a song or is it in? Is that his role in the movie? He's not a driver in that movie?
No. That was just a leisurely scene that he was doing, basically. I think. Yeah. So the scene was the person he was trying to get revenge on. He knew that guy likes to race.
Okay.
Yeah. So he went onto the track as well and beat him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Just to get a conversation, to get in on him, to get in.
Yeah.
To get in there, basically. It was kind of one of the ones where he wanted someone to trust him.
Yeah.
So, that was it. It was just a scene. He's not a race car driver.
I don't even remember that movie, bruv.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember it. The scene the only scene that I know from that, or that I remember from that movie, is when he's in the bathroom and his contact lens falls out.
Yes.
And I can't remember what it was, but it was basically the fact that happened was a giveaway now because it revealed who he was, or something. It revealed something about his identity because his eyes were his actual eyes. And now I'm thinking about it. It's like, what? That doesn't make no sense.
Exactly. Do you remember the scene? I still remember that film. Like the whole revenge. He was very poor. He came from a poor background. His dad used to work for that. His dad used to own the. No, he wasn't poor. He was rich. Right. His dad used to own the actual factory, his whole business.
Okay.
But one of his own workers, done him over and took over the factory, basically. Okay. And that put them into poverty to the point where his mum died of an illness.
Oh, shit.
And he basically took it upon himself to avenge that.
And then he meets... wait, hold on. Bazigar isn't the one with Kiran, is it? Kiran. That's Dur.
No, that's Dur. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Bazigar is all out revenge.
Pure all out revenge, man. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good plot. You watch it.
I actually do want to rewatch
Ah.
that film now that you've given me the synopsis.
Bro, there is another film. Yeah.
All right, go on.
I
Go
forgot,
on.
yeah. I forgot the name of this film, but
Is it another Shah Rukh
It's-
special?
no, it's not. It's Amir Khan special, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
American. Yeah, he's good as well.
It's it was old school, and it's about two brothers, and one brother's really good at cycling. It's a cycling film. Have you seen it?
I know this film. I used to love this movie.
Yeah,
Georgie Tavoy Secunda.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
That's the one, bro. That is the one. And then he's basically the worthless drunk, innit, yeah?
Yeah.
Who trains himself. I love an underdog story, man. That's
Bro,
what it is.
I will tell you a story about that fucking
Go on.
movie, bro. I was obsessed with that film when it came out. I even remember the logo. The S in the Secunda was a lightning bolt.
Yes.
It was that was one of the few movies that we had like not pirate, like a legit copy, right? Not from like, you know, Borshotom down the road, bro. This was like a legit one. This one was a legit one.
Yeah.
There's a scene in that movie where he's like training. So you're right, it's an underdog movie. And he does this thing where he's doing these press ups and he's drinking milk. Do you remember this? It's so random, bro. It's so random that I remember this. He's doing press ups and then he's drinking milk to kind of bulk up. Just dud, bro, yeah? Regular, like, fucking semi-skimmed, right? Or maybe it's full fat, blue top.
Yeah.
Blue top.
Straight from the cow, bro.
Oh, straight from the udder, yeah?
Yeah.
After seeing that, I started doing press ups and then I'd have milk. I did it for like a week, bro. Because I was like, I'm going to get like, you know, bulk myself up. I must have been, 8 years old or something?
Yeah.
I can't have been that much older than that. But I still remember the association between press ups and dud.
Yeah, 100%. Nah, I do remember the press ups bit. I don't remember the milk bit, but that does sound familiar.
So random, bro. So random. So that wasn't in your top 5 though.
That wasn't in my top 5, but that was just one that I realized it was more the underdog stories that I liked. There's a trend here, and then obviously the straight up comedy in it. Comedy, definitely, man.
I mean, come on, Bollywood comedies are few and far between, like good ones, but the good ones,
they're gold, man. They are gold.
You have, especially when you have the
Don
Paresh Rawal. That's why Paresh Rawal features in so many of our
reels.
Our reels, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good actor and he's so expressive. So you can find gifs of him basically. You can have 10 gifs of him doing every expression, and you just pick which one.
100%.
But yeah, he's a item, bruv. Very good, very good actor.
Man.
I don't think he's done like a comedy in a while though.
No. I don't think he has.
I haven't seen anything like lately.
He just pops up, innit? He just pops up.
He'll just come and do something, and then he's off again. So, what's happening with you, man? What's the deal?
So I was just going to talk about new employment, innit? And the awkwardness that we go through. It's so random, innit? Like, you go from talking about movies, yeah?
That's our podcast, bruv. આનો કાંઈ formula નથી લાગતું. આ તો સાવ એમને એમ વાત કરે છે ગાંડાની જેમ, bruv.
It goes from left to right to out of sight.
મને તો ચક્કર આવવા માંડે.
So, I've obviously undertaken new employment with a new organization, and I'm now the new guy.
New man, we covered.
And we were talking about this actually. New man, isn't it?
This is like the new man, the new man diaries, bruv. The memoirs of a new man.
The shit is, when you're the new guy, yeah, do you ever feel like stupidity follows you around, or it's just in your head? I don't know. Tell me.
I think stupidity follows me around Eminem, bro.
Yeah, same,
I don't think it's in my head, bro. I don't think so.
The shit
No,
is,
what happened?
every day I still go to this office, yeah. Mind you, I've been there about 20 days. So I've been to the office, I don't know, 8 times. Yeah. There's a door to go out you scan your pass
It's always you
There's a
and the
handle on it.
fucking minor, bro.
Yeah. And it's a glass door. And still, yeah, I couldn't tell you if it's push or pull, bro.
After 8 days, after 8
Because
trial and errors.
8 times, bro. Yeah. And every time I walk up to that door, it makes a cling cling. You know when you
Oh,
and
you get it lets everyone know that
because of
you
the
don't know
glass
how to
door.
use it.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. And then obviously you pull, push, and then it opens up. Then you got to come back and you forget again. Which one is it? So there's that, yeah.
Is it only the first? Wait, hold on. Is this memory loss only for the first door, or is it for all the doors in the building?
Oh, bro, I have no idea. I think it's for all the fucking doors, man. All the goddamn doors. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lift. Yeah. Normally, to get to reception, you just have to press ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standard
Nah, bro,
procedure.
There's a curveball here. There's an R in it.
Bro.
There's a R. Yeah. Then there's ground, and then there's lower ground.
Okay.
Yeah. So the amount of times I've gone to lower ground. No, the ground.
What's R?
Yeah.
R stands for reception.
Reception. Yeah. So you just instinctively press ground, isn't it? Obviously, because that's
Habit,
it,
innit?
man.
You're a creature of habit, bro.
The funny thing is, when I press ground, it stops in between the lift. Yeah, it stopped at ground, but because it's a glass lift. Yeah, you're halfway. Like you're just below reception. So your head.
What?
Do you get what I'm trying to say here?
You can see. What kind of office are you in, bro?
I have no idea, bro.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on. You're
that's
inside the lift, and you are on the lower level, but someone on the upper level can see your head.
Yeah.
Fuck off, bro.
It's so fucking
How
weird.
much of your head can they see?
Weird.
Like your actual, like your hobru, or just like, oh shit, your top half.
Yeah, because you're on the right. If you're going to ground, you're on the right floor. But if you turn around, yeah, you can see because it's all glass. Everything is glass here. It's so funny. And then some people know, when reception, if they're looking, anyone at a reception desk, if they're looking that way, which they 9 times out of 10 are, they know, that this motherfucker has pressed the wrong button again and again and again, and then they give you that look like, don't worry, it happens all the time.
Like, how many more times is this guy gonna do it?
This fucking guy is gonna go to lower ground. He's gonna go.
Do you think they've got a
ground.
wager when they see you coming in? It's like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do ground or is he gonna do lower ground?
Probably. And then you got, what was that? So shit this. At lunchtime once they were like, oh, should we all go to the pub? Yeah. And obviously you got to partake in all these things.
You're a
new guy. You got to build, innit? You got to build relationships. So I was like, yeah, fine. Obviously I stopped drinking now, so I just had a Coke.
Well, they have a drink at lunchtime.
Yeah, they had a drink at lunchtime. It was a Friday.
Oh, Friday, fair enough. I mean, no judgment.
Then,
you can have a drink anytime you want, bro.
Anytime, man. Anytime, bro. You can
I'd struggle though. I have done it. I've had a pint at lunchtime before. I just get too hyped sometimes, or I get tired and sleepy.
That's it. Tired and sleepy. That was me, man. Eat with a Coke, bro. So check this. At the pub, bro, there's this fly. This fly lands in my drink, bro. Yeah? This guy just bought me a Coke. Yeah? Bro, I had to leave it, bro.
What?
Because
what do you mean you had to?
Yeah, I just left
it. I thought you said you had to just carry
it. Bro, the fly was floating in there. And then another one came. Yeah? And I was like, oh, God. And this is my second day. Yeah? So these people, I don't know them that well, innit? Yeah? Could have easily just said, there's a fly in my drink, need to get a new one, yeah? But I just didn't do it. I don't know why. I just did not do it, bro, yeah? I don't know if the conversation was so hard and heavy, yeah, and everyone's cracking up, and then there's this new guy said, I need to get a new drink. I just relayed that in my head. I was like, nah, fuck this.
You just sat there and you didn't touch your Coke?
Nah, I before that fly landed, I drank half.
Oh, okay, so it's all right.
But still, innit? Anyone thinking, man, motherfucker just wasted my bloody pint of Coke.
Yeah. But there was more than one fly in there.
Yeah, bro. Just kept landing in mine. No one else had this issue.
Because they were drinking beer.
Yeah,
Fly was
probably.
going straight for the coke, man. And
Oh,
no one clocked.
Yeah.
You didn't.
No one clocked. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, they clocked. They must have clocked that this guy didn't drink.
But
his
how
drink,
do you
yeah.
know? How do you
But-
know that someone wasn't like, bro? You're a very observant person, yeah. Probably the most
Yeah.
observant person I know. Okay. How do you know that there's not another person around the table that has your level of observancy and has seen that fly nosedive into your drink?
True.
And it's like,
100%. You're right, man.
why
You're
is this
right.
guy not doing anything?
I mean, there would have been a time when man just backed it and then be like, no, I'm in too deep. I'm drinking this regardless.
That's what I thought you said you did.
Or the worst thing is, I did contemplate it. And I was like, nah, man, I don't care about impressing that much. Yeah. Yeah. And then young Mick would have done it. Yeah. He would have had his finger all up in there, taking it out, checking the temperature. Make sure there's no wings going straight in there. But yeah, man, it's just those little things that I've noticed. I was like, is this following me around at the moment? And no, it's just I bet you I'm gonna go into the office tomorrow and I 100% guarantee you that door will not open. Yeah? Someone would have changed the way the direction that door opens.
I bet there's someone working there
Just
that's
to fuck
just
with
like
me.
flipping it for jokes, man. Just to mess with people. If I was in maintenance, I'd do that. I'd just do it for jokes. Why not?
Yeah, definitely.
Just to
That's the kind of shit.
yeah, just to throw people off.
Yeah.
I would definitely do it, man. Going back to the fly situation.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Have you been in another situation like that where you're like you're around a table, whether you're at someone's house or you're like at a work dinner or lunch or whatever, and there's something that's irritated you or something that's like not going to your plan, but you decide not to acknowledge it?
No, all the things have been hard to not to acknowledge. This was something which could be inconspicuous, yeah, when a fly falls in your drink, right? You can choose to ignore that. But there's been times where I've been at a table where you're talking and there's food involved, bro, and you spit out, and you're like,
bro,
oh.
that's the worst. That's the worst.
Everyone's experienced that, and then, but the thing is, what I do if someone does that, yeah, I just, you just ignore it, innit? You have to ignore it.
Hold on, wait, back the fuck up, bruv, yeah? Who are you ignoring? Are you ignoring your spitting in their food or they're spitting in yours, bro?
But I'm definitely I'm ignoring them spitting as long as it doesn't land in my shit. Yeah?
No, what if it lands there, bro?
Then I'm like, I'm not hungry anymore.
You haven't touched your Coke or your food.
Well, I don't know if they're. Have you noticed though? Rarely does it ever. When that happens, rarely does it land where it needs. Where it just lands close to, yeah, or never in, bruv, never. And if it has, yeah, like it is what it is, man. Rest in peace, bruv. If that guy's hungry, if that person's hungry, yeah, they're eating that, yeah.
No, but if you have those situations where, okay, even if they're not eating,
yeah,
but I don't know, they have excess saliva in their mouth and they say something like with a P, because obviously a P is going to be more likely to drop it out.
Yeah.
And it lands on you, bro.
Ignore.
You ignore it.
As long as it didn't go in my food. Yeah, I'm ignoring it, man. It's a little bit of spit, yeah?
You just talk, bro. Talk.
I mean, if it's on your face, and you can't ignore that. You gotta wipe that, yeah. But if it's on your thing, what can you do, man? You don't want that other person to feel like, they might not even realize it. To be fair, it depends. You know why? It depends on how much this person annoys you and your relationship with that person.
Oh, I know why.
If it was you, I would just be like, bro, why are you spitting all over me, man? And you laugh it off. Yeah. But if it's someone, you're on just amicable, professional terms with, and you don't want to, and you like them as a person or whatever, you just ignore it. But if it's someone who annoys you, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you call it out. Maybe you be like, just bitch about them in your head, basically. What the fuck is this guy spitting for? Or you make sure your body language closes up with those kind of people. You know, yeah, you like
You
you
step
start
back.
to.
You know what you should do? You just keep talking to them, but just turn around.
So they're talking to the back of your head. So they're spitting on the back of your head now, yeah?
Where, if you want them, if they're gonna spit anyway, where would you prefer it?
Yeah, that's true.
Talk.
I mean, if it's making clear cut contact,
But that's
standard.
So, but, but if it was a food situation, then you'd be okay with it, right? You wouldn't call it out.
Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't call it out.
Yeah.
Would not call it out.
I think I'd be the same.
Definitely not.
Because I wouldn't want that to happen to me. Like if I,
Yeah.
and it's definitely happened. There's been occasions
Yeah.
where I've, been eating something and then maybe you get excited about what you're talking about because that happens to me. So if I'm eating, bro.
Happens, man. Happens. What can you do in it? The worst one is when a sneeze comes up and you got nowhere. You know, you're quickly looking for a tissue because you're in the environment where you need a tissue to sneeze
That's the
into.
worst. I never have a tissue when I need it
man.
like that. When it's that kind of a,
Yeah.
when it's the kind of a sneeze where you're sneezing for your great granddad, bro.
Yeah. And shit's gonna be airbound, yeah?
Yeah, bro. He's gonna go, "Jare call, bro."
It's like NASA launching a fucking rocket.
In those situations, it's the worst when you don't have a tissue. It's the worst, bro.
Yeah.
What do you do though?
This is, bro, is this
In the hands.
in the hands, and then you run off. You go wash your hands, innit? What can you do?
Yeah, you have to, man.
And then there's the times where you can't go anywhere because you're in
Or on the train
somewhere, and you just got.
What about that? Because that happens. Like,
I mean, we've talked about this before, innit? When that happens, it is what it is, bro.
Right.
You're
just let it go.
the jacket. If you think it's a wet one, bro, the jacket's getting it.
It's either the jacket or your next door, your neighbor, and on the underground.
The neighbor. Oh man,
But you don't want.
that is the ultimate. Then that's the thing. Those kind of things only happen when you're in public.
Yeah, it's true. It wouldn't happen when you're just chilling at home, bro. Because the stakes are too low.
Yeah, exactly.
Your body just is too relaxed for that. It only likes to do these things when it's heightened situation.
edge.
Like if you're in a meeting
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you need to fart, it's over, bro. What would you do in that situation? Because everybody, look, yeah. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
We haven't had a dirty tale for a while, but I'm just gonna say it. Every single person that's listening right now, yes, you, the listener, have been in a situation where you need to fart, but it's not socially appropriate for you to do so. Isn't it? It's true, right?
Yeah. I think you have a heightened instinct to work even harder to keep it in. That is it. You're not. There's no way.
You won't let it out.
No.
You batten down the hatches.
Yeah. Yeah. There is no way I'm letting that out, man. You got to batten that shit down. Standard.
And then you just wait until the opportune moment.
That's it.
I don't know, bro.
That's it.
I don't know. What about if you're on a Zoom call?
You can put a mute in it.
That's the only way to do it. Put on mute and then it's done.
That is it. Put it on mute. That's it. 100% done.
True. It happens for sure.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Do you have any other struggles to share? What was that your main one?
I don't, man. That was my struggle at the moment. That's the reoccurring theme.
Buenas.
Flies.
I have so my struggle to share, the actual struggle for this week is when you're on the bus or like a train and you're getting off at the next stop.
Yep.
And you ask the person that you're sitting next to, because they are effectively in your way. So you need to get past them to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my stop. Excuse me, this is my stop. You be polite and stuff. You know what really fucking annoys me, bro, yeah? When mans turn sideways to
Yes.
like sideways. Then the sideways low, bro. Yeah, they don't get up. They just make a little gap for you to squeeze in with your bag, and you gotta try not to hit them with your kolto, bro. As you're getting out into the hallway, bro. I hate that. It's so annoying. It happened the other day on the bus. I had a right mind to go, do you mind just standing up? Please.
Yeah, you got to stand up.
You gotta stand up, man. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's like someone's going to pounce on their seat or something. You know what it is? It's monkey see, monkey do. It's like train etiquette.
So
That's what it is.
You think that person that did it saw somebody else to doing it?
They just can't be bothered to get up, innit? They think that I don't know, man. I just don't understand the logic. Even, and something similar, you know, when you're on a packed train and you know that you're next to the door and you know the doors are opening up on your side and you're going to be once that door opens up, you're going to be in basically in the firing line where people are just barging you to get past you to get off the train. Yeah. So the logical thing to do is some people try to move against traffic and move in deeper, and there's no space to do that, right? Just get the fuck off the train for about a minute.
Oh no, but that's dangerous, bro. Because then you got to convince all the other people that no, I was on this train, so I go back on first.
They just saw you get off, man.
No.
You know what I mean?
I can understand the anxiety there, man, because you feel like you have to make a case to be the first person back on.
This isn't the one and only train, yeah. There's a board which says there's another train in another minute, yeah. Like just get off the train. It just doesn't. Do you know in some situations there's only two outcomes. You either stay on the train and get barged off the train, yeah, or you can get off and then you can just let everyone get off smoothly, and you got all that open space to walk into. It's, I don't know, man.
Bro, yeah. If anyone's taking a train from South London going into Central, bro, yeah, it is like it's the last train, bro. Especially if it's like when you're in the Southern service, bro, and it's just like peak hours.
Last
there was
train
one
of the
time
year,
I was getting on, and I swear I heard a guy say, "Can you please move down? I've got a wife and kids."
Were they with him? No, or was he just saying it?
Oh, you know the ones that fucking, bro. You know the mans that tap the window, were like, "Move down, move." Like,
yeah,
move down.
There's plenty of space there.
And you know what? The funny thing is, yeah, you have the ludgos on the train that look at them and don't do anything.
No,
they just ignore them.
There's some people just continue reading the Metro, standing up. Yeah.
There's the biggest cauliflower in the world over here. They just carry on reading the fucking news, bro. And these mans are trying to plead their way onto the train.
I never want to be called out by a person like that, so I always make sure if there's a gap there, I'm using it.
Well, you don't want to be alerted, innit? That
you do not want to be alerted at all, bro.
No, because if you have the really assertive ones, they will point at the person and say, "You move down. There's a gap. There's a gap near you."
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But yeah, that was super annoying, man. The fact that happened.
The thing is, as you're walking up, trying to get past, there's one of two things that could happen to you, man. And one of them is you could trip up, or you just literally scrape your whole body against them, and then just you've been violated, they've been violated.
It's just an inconvenience that does not need to happen.
Yeah,
just stand up.
Yeah, it's true.
Just stand up and let the person off.
Did your bag just scrape against the?
No, but then I had to take my bag off. Then I had to put my bag on the other side. I should have put it on my back and then hit his head on the duck all the way out.
Actually, you know what? Check what happened to me. The mother of all embarrassments. Yeah. So I've got my rucksack. Yeah, that I take to work is I don't know what's been happening lately, but I've been. Is it
also nervous, bro?
The barrier, yeah. The barriers have been shutting hard lately, and just scraping my bag, scraping it. So I was like, "What's going on? Is it?" I think it's because my bag's sitting quite low at the moment, and it's my body's past the sensors, isn't it? So I forgot that this was happening. Yeah. Guess what happened, bro?
Fuck off.
Yeah, Victoria
caught like a
Station.
bug?
Yeah, my fucking bag got caught. I was stranded, bro. I was like, oh man, bro, rush hour.
When was this? When was this?
Last week on the way home. I had nowhere to go. There's only two things I could do. It's probably take my bag off, and that's it. And then this lady slowly comes over. You're right, love. And then just taps it and then releases me. Bro, I was caught.
You couldn't
was no
escape.
moving
There was
at
no
all.
way.
There's nothing, bro. I was just like, I was like, I was like a bug in a web. But I take my bag off now when I'm going through barriers. Fucking barriers. I think they've upped the speed, man.
Definitely south, because you know man's be jumping that.
Yeah.
You do the thing where they one person holds the sensor and then 5 of them go through.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious, man.
But yeah, man.
We have a listener question that I wanted to pick up on. Let's see how much range we get with this one. So, question is anonymously, so we don't know who has sent this. How do you know when you've met the right woman to marry?
Fucking hell. I have no idea. I have no idea.
You don't know, bro. We've been married 10 years.
But how do you know?
You'll be like, she married me.
Exactly. Nah, gut instinct, man. I don't know, man. I don't know there's no blanket answer for this. You know, everyone's thought processes and what they feel, and that is different, isn't it? And what their expectations are.
But what's yours? How did you know the right? How did you know that you met the right woman?
Kept me in check, man. Straight and narrow. It wasn't, but I don't know, man. It's just you just know. Like, do you know what? For me, it's like unconditional backing, belief in me, basically. You know, like continuous, never giving up on person, no matter how low they fall, man. When you got that, what else do you need?
But
someone who backs you to the end of the earth, bruv.
But
like to the point where when you're so low, you're like, oh, so glad I got this person next to me riding. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But
was it like that from was that when
from the get go? No, I think you develop that, innit? At the end of the day, because you got to reciprocate that as well at the same time, right? I think when you're at your lowest, you realize you lean on the people around you, right? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the person if you're married, then it's going to be the person you're married to. You got, you know, and if you're not able to lean on that person because they don't care, then obviously they're not the right person. It's easy being with someone in the good times, hard being with them in the rough times, isn't it? But if you stick that out, then I think that's my measure.
But how would you know that early on? Like, is there did you know that before you got married? Like, oh yeah, this is
because they want the best for you. Like, I think because if someone shows enough interest in you to want the best for you, continuously believing in you to do things, you don't see that at full force from the get-go, obviously, right? But you do see someone's makeup, that this is where it's, you know, that they are heading in that direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That they are showing those qualities, right? When you meet someone for the first time, you can see if you've met a random person 5 or 6 times, you can start to, and that's pretty early days as well, yeah. You can start to see, you know, what their makeup is like and what their values are, and and their personality. I mean, you're not going to have imposter syndrome for, you obviously everyone's nice to each other, right? And there's a bit of imposter syndrome when you first meet someone, because exactly just doing the basics, being pleasant, etc., opening doors, saying please,
opening the right doors the right way.
Yeah, yeah, good one. But yeah, man, I think it's. I mean, what about you? What are you thinking?
I want to dig in on yours, man. I feel like you've just like scratched the surface. I feel like that piece that you said about them having belief in you and then backing you like all the way to the end of the earth is, yeah, that's for sure.
I think the people you're with, if they are, who you're meant to be with, then that is like, sometimes they believe in you more than you believe in yourself. No?
Yeah, for sure. Pick you up when you fall, man.
That's it. I mean, if that's not the right person, then who is?
But then if if you're describing it like that, it just sounds like you're looking for someone that can carry you. Like that's not what you're saying, though, is it?
No. You don't want someone who. But then that's just, what's the point? That's a one-dimensional relationship. It's got to be reciprocated. You got to be doing that for each other, right?
Because then if you're being carried, then you're being basically you're just being,
you're not pulling your weight. You're dead weight.
Yeah, bro. Then it's to the point where you're like, you don't even make any of your own decisions. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No. And I know nowadays, bro. Yeah, we make decisions, but limited decisions. But we still make decisions. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
We're still and speech, like consulted.
Yeah, we're still consulted in it. But but then you also have those situations where there's no consultation and it's purely like, I mean, there was this. I'm not gonna name the auntie, right? Let's just call her Jaswanti, right? Yeah, bro. She used to come to the yardie, bro. Yeah, back in the day. I still remember this when I was young, and she came to my kaka's house. We were just chilling there.
Yeah,
Jaswanti's husband was chilling, yeah, and Kaka was like, "Chai piwoche." Bro, Jaswanti, before let's call him Jaswant, could say a word, bruv, yeah? She was like, Nana, chai nahi joy in it. Bruv, shut it down. Shut it down. Bruv, my man was not running anything. There was nothing. And then my guy asked him again, bruv. He goes, chai joy, and he was like, nah. You can see that he can't overrule it though, can he?
He's spoken for,
bro. When they left, my kaka turned to me and he goes, "Anu kai hal to nati." You don't want to be on that level, bro.
No, that's not.
That's not equal. That's not equal, man.
Well, if it works for them, though.
No. Yeah, if it works for them, it works for them. Yeah. But what I'm saying related to your point about it's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want that. That's not healthy, is it?
If because he definitely wanted Jai that day, but he wasn't getting it.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
It's not healthy, man. It's not healthy the other way around either. If he was saying no, she ain't having any of that, which also happens, right? Like, oh yeah, she's not doing that, or she's not going out, or she's not having a drink.
Yeah, it's more dictatorship, control.
It's democracy. We need, man, not dictatorships.
Yeah.
So that's another flag, though, isn't it? Right? Like if it doesn't feel like it's an equal partnership,
it's a flag, 100%.
That to me is it. I think for me, like Gagan and I always, I think from like the first date we talked about, like partnership and how much. Like being a couple is a partnership, and you have to just tackle things together, be on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, then figure out why you're not on the same page, and then just kind of talk it through. And there's times where I don't, and sometimes she'll be like, "Why aren't you telling me what's going on?"
and then I'll be like, oh yeah, shit, I need to remember to vocalize instead of just behaving like you can read my mind. And I think that's what it is, sharing the same values for sure, right? Because we have two different religions. I'm Hindu, Gagan is Sikh, so like, you know, the religions are different, but our values are the same. We want the same things. We have the same kind of like morals and believe in the same things. And that's obviously how you want to raise kids. If you want to have kids, if you want to have a family, then obviously it's important to be on the same page. So I think those types of things for me are like your foundations that just, you know, your non-negotiables. Like you have to have those. And if you're dating someone or you're starting to get serious, that's what you're looking for, right? Like, you know, is this person on the same page with me about big issues that I like, or something that I feel really strongly about? Are they on the same page with me? And if they're not, can I live with that difference? Because if you can't, then you might be all loved up and be like, oh no, it's fine. It will trip you. It will be an issue for you at some point.
That shit
It'll fester. And I think making sure that you and yourself know what those things are is super important.
Completely agree.
The other thing that I would say is, bruv, it's being okay with the mundane. It's not going to be fucking fancy cocktails and dinners every day, bruv. That is your day today is going to be buying, you know, groceries at Tesco's.
Milk, mate. Milk.
Yeah, buying milk. Oh no, this is the wrong wipes. Like Sil was saying, you need to get the other Flash wipes, not the own brand ones. Yeah, the Flash ones. That kind of shit, right? Being okay with that, finding the funny in that, because that's what life will be. Life is not going to be like, you know, it will have moments of that for sure. You'll have holidays and all of the rest of it, but you have to be
100%.
completely okay with being in the most boring ass mundane life type situation with this person and still being completely fine, shooting the shit, having fun, having conversation, enjoying each other's company. Because if you can't, and if all you crave with this person is that the lusty, fancy going out and stuff, there will come a point where you aren't able to do that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So
100%.
I think that to me would be the other one. And then the final layer of it, which to me is probably one of the most important, is, you know, when you've met the right woman to marry and she starts to shave your back. It's true, bro.
Keeper. She's a keeper.
She's a keeper, bro. I think so, man. Because they've got to accept all your flaws and your body, bro. Your body as it is. All your challenges, man. Love you as you are.
Basically. Yeah, man.
Looks are gonna fade, man. We ain't gonna look the same forever. That's gonna go, bro. So it's all about, you know, the connection and does the connection last the test of time? Because Jawani comes and goes, bro.
It goes, man.
It doesn't come actually. It doesn't come anymore. It just goes unless you have Botox injections, then it can come briefly, but then it just goes. But yeah, I think that's my
Yeah, man, makes sense. I completely agree. I think it's you hit every nail on the head, to be fair, from that.
Yeah. It doesn't say who sent this message, so I'm curious to know if we answered it sufficiently. But if you are listening to the response and you want more details, then definitely get back in touch. Shall we do one more?
Go for it.
Okay. This question is coming from Dipesh. How much pressure did you get for university, and do you think you'll do the same with your own kids?
I think there was expectation from my side. I don't think the expectation led to pressure because it was just in my parents' house. I think it was just inevitable that I'd go to uni. I think with my kids, though, easier said than done. I think I'm going down this route where I'm like, if they want to go in further education, then obviously, yeah, definitely going to support them, and I would want them to, but not at the expense of their happiness.
Mm.
If it's, I don't want them to do it for me. I want them to do it for themselves. That's everything as well. There should be no expectation. Don't want any expectation. I want to guide them, but I'm not going to tell them that I'm going to be disappointed if they don't do something, because that's where expectation starts to weigh heavy on them, right? I think whatever they do, once they're independent to make their own choices, should be for them. But at the same time, they will need guidance, because they may, you never know, if they veer off track, etc. That is a possibility. And if it's not, you got to give them your opinions, but at the same time, they've got to make their own decisions. But as a parent, it's hard. I can tell already it's hard. I get not anxiety, but if my little one doesn't read a book, and doesn't want to read her book, it's like, no, you're going to have to read today. Do you understand? Now, there's that expectation. They don't feel like doing something, but there's that expectation already. So this is onto bigger ticket things, right? Where I do feel their happiness and them being content is the most important thing in whatever they do, and I don't want to have any heavy expectation on them. What's your thoughts?
But what about your parents? How much pressure did you get for university?
Yeah, I got pressure. It was the pressure was. I think it wasn't a case of. It was just they had the expectation I'd go to uni. So the pressure was already, and any pressure you put on yourself, yeah, even if you don't want to do that, because at one stage I don't think I wanted to go uni, but it was, we're on a conveyor belt, aren't we, as Asians, right? You're just expected to go to uni, and if you didn't, then you're a dark horse, right? You're the sore thumb, man, that sticks out. But yeah, I think it was more the fact that because my parents had that expectation, that turned into pressure that I put on myself to go to uni. Yeah, expectation weighs heavy, man, heavier than any pressure. I think it all formulates into the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. I feel
Go
like
on.
for me it was. I mean, I have an older sister, right? So she went to university. I didn't think there was another option. Honestly, I didn't think there was an option for me to just say, actually, no, I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to go uni. I just felt like that was the next step. I don't know how much of that was my parents like pressuring me. I don't feel like they ever pressured me to do it. But then I also don't know if I turned around and said, oh, actually, I don't want to go to university, what they would have said. So it might have been an expectation, but I didn't feel like I heard it. I couldn't hear them say, all right, you have to go to university. But it was all of my friends, like at sixth form, were all, that was the next step. So
No,
there wasn't anyone that I know of or remember saying, actually, I'm not going to uni. So I think that there was I think the peer pressure was bigger than the actual family pressure. In terms of my own, like with my daughter, I don't know if I would put pressure on her, man. I think like what you're saying, I think it's up to her, what she wants to pursue. I'd like for her to have all the options and for her to experience, as many subjects as she can before she gets to that point of making a decision one way or another. So I think that's what your responsibility is as a parent, is to kind of like give them the option and show them what's available, and then whatever piques their interest, kind of say, well, pursue it. I think that would be. I'm definitely more
liberal towards like the arts than I think my parents were. I mean, my parents didn't have any issue with my older sister doing a foundational art degree, and my sister's like teaches graphic design now. So compared to our other Asian parents in that generation, like Pavin was talking about this as well. Like when you say you're doing art, everyone's like rolling their eyes or kind of confused, raise eyebrows, right?
Mhm.
And my parents were just kind of like, yeah, fine, do what you need to do. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I think for my daughter, it would be like, yeah, if you want to pursue creative subjects, then go for it. And if that's not going to university, then fine. If that is, then that's okay as well.
Yeah.
So, but I
Exactly.
don't know yet, man. I don't know. Like what you described, I can imagine myself in that situation where like she's not reading.
Mm.
She's not going to do anything. She's not going to amount to anything because she's not reading her bedtime stories. Because then you have your own shit that you put on your own head, isn't it?
Exactly. It's hard, man. It's easier said than done, but you want the best for your kid, right? At the end, and if you let complacency creep in, but then again, someone doesn't want to do something one day, should they have a break from it? Maybe,
Yeah.
to be better next day or better the day after. But and then your expectations become their expectations. They're like, oh, it's easy, man. It's I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's us for today, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you everyone for listening. Do you have any shout outs?
Just shout out to all the listeners. I think we've got a lot of feedback. I can't remember the names at the moment. I don't know if you've got them
I got
to
some
hand.
names.
But yeah, man, listeners have been flying in with good, really. I'm not going to separate the say positive or negative, but just all the feedback. It's been great.
Thank you to Dulcie who gave us great feedback. She mentioned that she was downloading Bruvcast for a flight, I was like, that's crazy. It's crazy to think someone is like taking the effort to download our voices for a flight, man. I was like next level. I was very humbled. Thank you so much, Dulcie, for that message.
Thank you.
Also shout out to Sandeep who sent out a message saying listening to the podcast is something he looks forward to in his morning. So thank you to Sandeep. And then we got another comment on one of our old Spotify episodes. Sorry, a Spotify comment on one of our old episodes. I think it was the dishwasher debates and mayhem, like one of the early ones. So someone saying, as for the dishwasher, wife always rearranges the stuff, which is something that we discussed. He said she can't sleep if she doesn't, and then he said pillows on top 100%. So one of your lot, bruv.
Nice, my lot, man. Pillows on top, man. 100%.
For those of you who haven't heard that episode, please check it out. It was a good one where Mick declared his love for bed making. Calling, what did you say? That you're just
bed maker. First thing in the morning. It's the first chore done, man. It all starts with that.
It's true. It's the first thing.
That dictates.
Is that before even brushing your teeth?
Debatable.
Oh shit! Really?
Could be. Some days it could be. Yeah, but it depends, isn't it? If you're married and if your wife's still in there, you're not going to make the bed while she's still in there, are you? It's impossible. You can only make your side.
Have you done that? Have you done half?
No.
Urdu?
No. Because I know it's not going to be made the way I want it after
she gets out, because you're going to ruin it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got to make it in it up to standards.
Well, pillows on top though, right? POT. Thank you everyone for listening. We will see you next week. Share the struggle, find the funny. See you later, people. Bye.